Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanu Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya aviravirmayidhi Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanina Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayini Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshini. May we be protected, may we be nourished, may we strive with energy and vigor, may our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment, not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self manifest in Atman grow in me. Om peace, peace, peace. Om, O Bhagavad Gita, with which Partha was enlightened by the Lord Narayana himself, and which was incorporated in the Mahabharata by the ancient sage Vyasa, the Blessed Mother, the destroyer of rebirth, showering down the nectar of Advaita, and consisting of 18 chapters, upon thee, O Bhagavad Gita, O loving Mother, I meditate. So this is very.
Excuse me, Maharaj. Uh, Volume is very low. We can't hear anything.
Okay. Hope now you are listening. Is it now clear?
No, Maharaj.
Hello? Okay, so we'll have to look at it. Anyway, we'll proceed. We are meditating on Bhagavad Gita. Each one of us want to cultivate spiritual life. To cultivate that, it requires long practice, rigorous, long practice. It's not one-time job. It's not a tablet that we take. Tablet, pill hill. We go to pill hill and get a pill. It's not like that. It requires continuous, unbreaking, rigorous practice. Like nowadays, buttocks. So people want to make muscle. So they inject some muscle making drugs. But what happens? They become very weak and lean and thin later, and maybe not far away. But those who go to gym, they build their character. Every day they practice. Even someone among us, 80 plus. So every day, and doctor told that, and that is the source of energy. Even I see better than some youngsters. So anyway, this is the example. What is to be exemplified? Our spiritual life, we think it's easy and we same thing repeat, repetitive, say ab nauseam, you know, time and again, same thing, but still we don't get it. That is why we need to cultivate continuously. Even Arjuna, who is our hero here, he also tried, and it is so, he again he got confused. He said, please tell me again, what is this? So this is not like something we grab, like we grab a book, and this is easy. Grabbing mind is so difficult. It's such a subtle instrument. And to focus on something, mind is very easily focused on something else. If there is a dance or drama, everybody is flabbergasted and would see, oh, what a wonderful thing. Even nature, very captivating. Whatever is outside, it's very, very captivating. But to focus that mind inward, it is very difficult. Paranchi khani vetrina swambhu. Our senses are made in such a way that it automatically goes out. Paranchi khani, parak means it goes out. Khani means indriyani. Paranchi khani vetrina swambhu. And it is made, swambhu made. Swam means swam bhavati iti swambhu. So it is in the system that it goes out. Paranchikhani vetrina swambhu. As if swambhu made harm of it. As if. Tasmat parang pashyati nantaratman. They go out. As soon as we open our eyes, we see outside. And we hear something, some noise. Or some experiences. Always senses go out. But kaschit dhiraha pratyagatmanam ekshat avritta chakshu amritatvam icchan. So only very few, very, very few, kaschit dhira. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschit yadati siddhe yatatam api siddhanam kaschit mam vetti tattvataha. In thousands and thousands, somebody tries to get it, tries to achieve it. And among them, someone gets it. So it is very difficult. So what happens, we try to think that, it is so easy. And so many times Bhagavan is saying the same thing. And also like scriptures is saying same thing. But it is not the same thing. We have to contemplate. We have to exercise. Then we can see the beauty. Then we can see the strength. Strength of character. It's not ordinary thing. If someone, say, sneezes in front of someone and one is disturbed, gets upset, but another person, for him, even greatest calamity comes, even he is not affected by it. So this character, stable character, is difficult to cultivate. That is why we need to cultivate it diligently, continuously, without any break. So this is very important. So let us come to our the text. In the beginning, Arjuna asked 3 sets of questions. What is Prakriti? What is Purusha? Then, who is Kshetra? What is Kshetra? And what is Kshetragya, knower of field? What is Prakriti means what is the nature? Or whatever is Drishya. Drishya means whatever we see. What is this? And Purusha, who is the drashta, the seer. I am talking, I am seeing you. Whatever I see, whatever I experience, it is drishya. And the person who is witnessing is drashta. And kshetra, what is this field? And what is kshetrajna, knower of field? And etat veditum ichchami, jnanam, what is knowledge? And what is jnaya, what is to be known? So these three sets are explained here. Now Bhagavan dealt with this first, what is kshetra and kshetrajna. He says this body is kshetra. He says, this body, O son of Kunti, is called kshetra. And he who knows this is called kshetrajna, knower of body. Knower of body means body-mind complex. Body and related. Who knows this is called kshetrajna. But know for certain that I am the kshetrajna. In all bodies, I am the knower of body. So apparently we are different. And kshetra means here not only body-mind complex, all the ego, etc., by which we identify ourselves. Linga sharira, by which I identify myself, that is the purview of kshetra. And kshetrajna means that witness, that background, that canvas, that screen on which all these are being depicted or all these are being witnessed. The knower of self, knower of this body-mind complex or whatever is happening. See, we all are in the space here. Space is common. See, generally we have identity, various identities. I am Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so. Then I have a family identity. I belong to this family, son of this or daughter of this. And then we have identity of our state, county, state, and then nationality. Then we are human being. So when we say human being, then we include more. Then we are being, not only human being, we are being. Then we include even the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom. And we belong to this whole world, so whole universe. So identity can be extended. But all these are objects. The eternal being who is witnessing, who is encompassing all beings, all whatever existing, he is encompassing everything. So that is kshetrajna. Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Me do thou also know, O descendant of Bharata, to be kshetrajna in all kshetra. All kshetra means field. Field means body, mind complex and related with that, whatever one identifies with. The knowledge of kshetra and kshetrajna is considered by me to be the knowledge. So knowledge of the objects and knowledge of the subject. This is knowledge. Now, what the kshetra is and what its properties are, what its modifications are, that what effects arise from what causes, and also who he is and what his powers are, what now that hear from me in brief. And this is not only first time I am telling you. This Rishi Vir Bahuda Gita has been sung by rishis in many ways, in various distinctive chants, in passages indicative of Brahman, full of reasoning and convincing. So this is not first time that we are hearing, but whenever we go to study, then it looks like I have never heard about it. That is why we need to cultivate this. Tat Kshetram. What is Kshetra? Now, in brief, he has said this. I am not going to go in details because then we will be caught there. In short, we have five sense organs. We have five sense organs of action. What are the sense organs? Eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and um, smell. That means olfactory. So these eyes, ears, nose, skin, and Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, and Gandha, taste. These are only outer organ, but actually inner organ is within us. This is only Indriya Dwar. It is like gateway to receive some impulses. So organ means what is inside it. And the five organs of action, that means hasta, hands, feet, and the speech, and organs of evacuation and procreation. And then five elements and five tanmatras. Five elements: Kshiti, Up, Tej, Marut, Vyam. Earth. Earth means whatever is solid, whatever is liquid, whatever is energy in energy form, whatever is in gaseous form, whatever is space. So this is the whole gamut. And then man, buddhi, chitta, amkar, mind, intellect, and mind stuff that contains everything, and the ego. So these are 24 cosmic principles. And behind this is Prakriti Vikriti. Prakriti evolutes of Prakriti. And behind this is Purusha. And not only that, Ichha, Dvesha, Sukham, Dukkham, Sanghatas, Chetana, Dhriti. So these we have already gone through. What are those? Desire. Desire means whatever we hanker for. Ichha, Dvesha. Dvesha means aversion. Ichha, Dvesha, Sukham, Dukkham. And we experience some happiness. So Sukha and also Dukkha, misery. Sukham, Dukkham. Sanghata. This that aggregate of this means like any part of car is not car. When it is conglomerated, when it comes closer, then only we call it a car. Take tire. Tire is not a car. Wheel, the driving wheel. Driving wheel is not a car. But when it is taken together, then it becomes an entity as it were. So that is aggregate. Sanghata. Chetana. Chetana means whatever is aware of this. It's not, Chetana means consciousness, absolute consciousness. No. When it is reflecting on this, say, light is falling on me, so you are seeing me. So when Chetana is falling, consciousness, pure consciousness, absolute consciousness is falling on these, that is called Chetana here. And then Sanghata, Chetana, Dhriti, and the power of holding it. Aggregate, intelligence, fortitude, these are Kshetra. And what's the sign of it? Savikaram Udaritam. Savikaram. It deteriorates. Whatever deteriorates, that is Kshetra. So this is a great sign. Now comes very important qualities. Why qualities are important? Qualities are important because that makes us able to understand this. Like a person can fight with, say, 5 person. So that ability comes by continuous exercising some strength building exercises. Also diet. So something other than fighting that helps a person can face 5 people. So what are those that we have to identify in spiritual field? Of course, we are not going to fight 5 people. What we are going to do, this is a great struggle, great fight, bigger than fighting 5 people. Rather, we have to fight with the whole object, whatever manifestation they may be. So we have to fight against all kinds of propensities. And Shadavidha, Shadaripu, it is said, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. So in short, these are because we have to find out who is our enemy. We have to find out. Or those enemies, how to conquer. So that is why it is very important. Now we can see some example, because all are like abstract. Say Sri Ramakrishna went to Girish Chandra Ghosh. Girish Chandra Ghosh. And Girish was that time he was drunk. So he said, he arranged for food, etc. So Sri Ramakrishna and other people were eating. At that time, Girish came. He said, Tagore, you will have to born as my son. He said, why so? My father was so pious, and that's why I was born there. You are drunkard. Oh, you have your ego that you are a Brahmin and I am a Kayastha. How can you born in my family? So this is your ego. And anyway, he was very angry, and then ultimately he threw the plate from where Sri Ramakrishna was eating. He said, no need of eating. Go away from here. And virtually he was thrown away, thrown out of that house when he was eating. This is very, very grave situation. Now, Sri Ramakrishna, not only Girish said this, and he particularly uttered very filthy language. And Sri Ramakrishna, what to do? Okay, Hriday, let us go back to Dakshineshwar. So they went to Dakshineshwar, and then whosoever came, Sri Ramakrishna told him, Girish told me this filthy word. This filthy word. And everybody said, why you go there? He is a bad person. You should not go there. You should not mingle with such a person. So he said, okay. Then Ram came. Ramchandra Datta. And to him also he said the same thing. Girish told me this filthy word. And Sri Ramakrishna is uttering those filthy words without any reservation. Ramchandra said, he did well, very good. You are saying he did very well, and everybody is saying, no, it was not proper to tell one's guru these words. It's very, very filthy. Then Ramchandra explained, there was Kaliya, a serpent, in Yamuna, and it is used to poison the whole water, and some people would die, and also some animals. And then Sri Krishna intervened and captured or controlled that Kaliya. And then he appeared before Sri Krishna and said, Sir, you have given me poison. How can I spread ambrosia or amrita or nectar? How it is possible? You have given me poison. What I can give only poison. So it's not my mistake. So then Ramchandra says, you have given him that understanding. So he is giving you back. So it's not his mistake. Oh, you are saying that, this. Okay, let us go back. So that time again, they, I mean, Sri Ramakrishna and some other people went to Girish Ghosh. And Girish from distance, Girish, Girish, what happened? And then there, Girish was thinking that I have insulted my guru, I must commit suicide. So, but when Sri Ramakrishna went there, he said, now you have come, now I have no doubt that you are an incarnation of God. And he fell on his feet. So here we are to see, this is a wonderful instance that happened. But Sri Ramakrishna, after hearing such filthy words, again he is telling people, and then Ramchandra explained him why he should use those words, because you have given. So ultimately, Sri Ramakrishna went there. What we find here, Sri Ramakrishna has Amani. Amani means, Mana means self-conceit. Now let us come to this story. So, Amani, Mana means like self-conceit, self-aggrandizement. I have like great honor. Like people have false identification. And not only in person, we see even in animals. So this, it is related with self protection, or self, what is that called? Preservation, self preservation. This is also ordained, but for a spiritual seeker, self protection or preservation, the thing is self aggrandizement, self conceit is not good. What happens? It closes the spiritual progress. Now let us think about it. In Sanskrit it is called Atmanah Shlagham Abhavah. Tad Abhava. Atmanah Shlagha. Shlagha means I am good. Even when I sing a bhajan, so from inside it looks, oh, see, I have sang very good bhajan. So everything, what if someone cooks something, see, I have cooked this one. But what is there? It's the ingredients in the nature. And when we do, somehow it creeps into our being. This I have done. Then we brag about it. See, I am not ordinary, I am extraordinary. I can do this, I can do that. But if we conceive what are the factors, what happens? So number one, it happens that if we brag ourselves, if we conceit, it is fooling ourselves. While doing also, we know that there are so many good people, so many better cooks are there, so many better singers are there. Holy Mother has got very nice idea. When you are in distress or any kind of negativity, then, and if you think that you are small, then you look down. Then you will see lots of people are there who are lower than you. You are not as low as they are. Let me give an example. So, Narada can go anywhere. He went to God, and he asked a question. Sir, in this whole creation, who is the lowest one? Then God said, I am the lowest one. Narada was a devotee. He said, how can you be the lowest? You are the highest. He said, no, I am the lowest also. So, okay, find out. another lowest person, lower than me. So he went everywhere and he found a janitor. He said, I think you are very low in caste. No, 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 I am the janitor of King Yudhishthir. Hmm. So he asked anyone and everyone, and everybody said something better than. But ultimately he saw a dog, and it was full of uh, that you know mm, say like infections, and lots of insects were there on the dog. They said, you are the lowest, right? Yes, sir. Otherwise, how I can be suffering from this? And then said, okay, you are to tell to God that you are the lowest. So he took on the shoulder and he started going to God. So on the way, by the touch of the pious Narada, it got cured. All the diseases went away. And it became a bit healthy. So while going, Narada was confirming. So you have to tell God that you are the lowest. Then that dog said, sir, how can I be lowest? See, I'm an animal. Narada is carrying me. How can I be lowest? So I am so exalted a being. Though I may be in dog, but I am not the lowest. How can I be lowest? Then Narada said, no, you you cannot do anything for me. Anyway. So then he saw filth. So he said, this must be the lowest thing. And it was stinking and this, that. So, but then when he looked at it again, as if that filth also was telling, don't think I am the lowest. Yesterday I was a very nice sweetmeat. It is human being who made me this. So ultimately he could not find anywhere, and then he came back and and asked the forgiveness of God. That's a anoraniyam anoraniyan mahato mahiyat. So he is lower than lowest and he is the highest of the high. So anyway, what Sri Ramakrishna said or depicted in his behavior pattern, that amana, amanitvam, that means when a person is not self-conceiting, self-aggrandizing, what happens? Then he invites all good traits. Sri Ramakrishna said, when the field is shallow, water comes and collects there. Water does not collect on the hilltop. So this is very important. Amanitvam, adambitvam. What happens? First, if we are dependent on it, so whatever you are dependent on something, and the chances are there sometimes you may miss a step, or a stick is there, and you are depending on it. A time may come when it can deprive you. So dependence of any kind is not good. And when it is not tasted, depending on God is good, but other things are not good. So mana means self-aggrandizement is not good. Then it becomes our habit, a kind of addiction. Anywhere, say like we Swamis, everywhere say people say, Swamiji, Swamiji, please come. Sometimes we get used to it. That is not good, because that's a kind of addiction. So one should be very humble. Humility is the key by which one can get rid of such uh, pitfalls. And then what happens actually? we lose power of discrimination. Power discrimination means, like when, say, I have done something good, but actually it is not my contribution. See, even I'm speaking this, my predecessors, they have thought about it and they recorded it. So I am going through them, all my acharyas. I am grateful to all my acharyas. Nothing belongs to me. So what happens when we are addicted to praise or some, something which is not akin to a praise, then we are agitated. We lose this power of discrimination. What belongs to me? What actually, I have nothing here. Everything we gather here. Say a person who may gather billions of dollars. To whom those that money belongs? It's all public. It is of this place. But people think it belongs to me. Sense of belonging comes. So power of discrimination is also lost. So first, we should not be dependent on anything. Secondly, we should not be addicted to such thing, praise all the time. If somebody does not do, then I'm agitated or I go against him. No. And then we lose power of discrimination. And we are also to understand what we do. Say cooking, simple thing. Once I made a little Srikhand. So everybody said, very nice, very nice. Then I said, what is there? Milk and say yogurt. If you just drain the water and add sugar. So it will be good. It cannot be bad in any way. So contribution, if we see deeply, then we'll find even in our success, our contribution is minimum. Like a figurehead only. And all the contributors, even an institution, it is the members, it is that board, all people contribute. Then only something runs properly. It is not that we should be, or one should have the credit of the whole thing. And second, another thing, whatever we do, sometimes we think that we are the best. But if you see, and Holy Mother's theory also, when you are in, you are boasting or you are in good mood, and you are thinking that nobody is higher than you, or you are the happiest person, look upward. Holy Mother's solution. Then you will see so many people are there higher than you. So many people are there happier than you. So many there who are who are greater than you. So why should you be conceiting? So this is Holy Mother's theory. Whenever you are depressed, then you look down. When you are in mood where you are self-aggrandizing, then you see that so many people are there greater than you. And whatever, what is the great? Like people make record. But record, say some wrestler is never defeated. But somebody comes and defeats him. So nothing is like absolute in this world. So why should one aggrandize? Why one should have self-conceit? So that is why amanittam is very important quality to cultivate in our lives. I am humble, I am small. As Sri Ramakrishna is আমি তোমাদের that চরণের ধুলি, like means I am the dust of your feet. And simple person, simple. amanittam adambhitvam. And what happens when somebody does not appreciate? And one feels, uh, say, anemic to that person. Like if I am addicted to appreciation, then if somebody does not appreciate, then I'll be against him. Rather, I'll find fault with him. And not only that, in the world we see, even they want to eliminate people. So all this happens because of manitvam, self-aggrandizement or self-conceit. They think too much of themselves. That is the downfall. And not only that, see, in the case of Ravana, he thought there is nobody greater than me. And then downfall started. So this is, one should understand, amanittam is very important. And similarly, other qualities are also there. That is why we need to cultivate vinaya, simplicity, and also uh, humility, and simplicity. Amanitvam, adambhitvam. Adamba means like it's physical, more say expression in words and also in appearance. And appearance, like people want to have nice dress. I mean, I'm not against it. What I'm saying, that gives a sense of physical appearance, and that's I am the greater than you. I am greater than you. So this is adambhitvam, dambha, and also boasting. Ravana used to boast a lot, and we find some people in political field also, some people boast. So anyway, this boasting is physical. Now it's like animals don't have this. Animals are say like they'll fight, but simple fight. But human being has got another dimension. It is called vachika. Vachika, kayika and manasika. So not only physical, but we have a verbal instrument. We can use our words and harm others. And those harm that we cause are not healable. Even if somebody cuts here, it will heal in course of time. And if one goes to a doctor, they'll do some treatment. But if one is hurt by words, it's very difficult to heal that person. That is why we should be very careful about our words. And third, manasika. So mentally. Mentally also, a bad thoughts. A bad thought is it may cause some harm. So one should be aware of that. So, amanitvam adambhitvam. So what's in simple word? Humility and unpretentiousness. We pretend, we show what we are not. And unpretentiousness, non-injury, ahimsa. And in Yoga Sutra we have seen satya, and ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, then achaurya, and then without taking any nigraha, that aparigraha. Ahimsa, satya, asti, aparigraha. Ahimsa, satya, asti, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. So these are very important qualities that are in Yoga Sutra, described in Yoga Sutra. Then Shaucha, Santosha, Tapaha, Swadhyaya, Ishwar Pranidhana. Shaucha, cleanliness, mental cleanliness, and vachika cleanliness, and also physical cleanliness by soap and etc. etc. See, nowadays we are more developed than that when these were written. So these are very important qualities that we need to cultivate. amanitvam, adambhitvam, ahimsa, kshanti. Kshanti means when you are in greater position and somebody does something wrong, even the ability of forgiving such a person is that kshanti. Kshanti means para aparadha prapto avikriya. When somebody mistreats you, but you have no reaction at all. You can say like Sri Ramakrishna. When Girish insulted him, he was not affected by that. So this quality of forgiving is very important. Forgiving and forbearing. Ahimsa, ahimsanam praninam par apijanam. Not to create any harm to anyone, either by word or physical or mental, not in any way. Now comes arjavam. Arjavam riju bhava. That means avakram, simplicity and straightforwardness. Most of the time we are very calculating and also uh, say like pragmatic and dogmatic. So this should be avoided. Simplicity is best way of lifestyle. Arjavam. So moksha sadhana upadeshtu. Then acharya upasanam. Moksha sadhana upadeshtu acharyasya shushrudadhi prayogana sevanam. That means those who teach us good things, we are to serve them. And here, those who show us the way of emancipation, such a person to be served. So acharya upasanam. Then shaucham. Shaucham, cleanliness, we have already enumerated. It should be physical, then verbal and also mental. Cleanliness, all kinds of cleanliness are important. Stharyam. Stharyam means steadiness. Steadiness means whatever one decides, one should go forward with that, not a deviation. Say we can set our goal and we can start from our place of dwelling. But if we are deviated on the way, then we cannot reach our goal. That is why one should be steady in one's say efforts. Steadiness, self-control, and atma vinigraha. Atma vinigraha is also very important. Atmanah apakarasya atma shabdavachyasya karya karana sanghatasya vinigraha. So here Atman is not the self, that's absolute self, but what is that? Whatever is harmful for our spiritual goal, atmanah apakarasya atma shabdavasyasya. So whatever is cause and effect, that is not helpful. One should avoid that. Vinigraha means vishesha rupena, nigraha means to avoid such things. Sarvatah swabhavena sarvatah pravrittasya sanmarga eva nirodha atma vinigraha. That means one should be steady in righteousness and also one should be cultivating those qualities with tenacity and not deviate from that. So, stharyam atma vinigraha. So, amanitvam, adambhitvam, in short, humility, unpretentiousness, non-injury, forbearance, uprightness, service to the teacher, purity, steadiness, self-control. When one cultivates these qualities, then what happens? He becomes a fit recipient of knowledge. So here Sri Krishna is explaining what is jnana. Jnana means what is jnana sadhana. What are the things to be done so that we attain knowledge. And then indriyartheshu vairagya. Indriyartheshu vairagya means we have five senses as we have enumerated, and those five senses have got five objects. Say, I have eyes, so I see. I have ears, we hear. I have tongue, I taste. I have skin, I touch. And I have nose, I smell. So these five objects are to be discriminated. Vairagya means here one should understand what is helpful and what is not helpful. Whatever is not helpful, that one should relinquish, abandon, throw away. So indriyartheshu means sense objects, renunciation of sense objects. Whatever is not helpful, whatever is helpful we cannot avoid, rather that is helpful. Of sense objects vairagyam, renunciation. Indriyartheshu vairagyam. So many things are there. See, when we are engrossed in this, engrossed in them, then what happens? Deterioration starts. Sri Ramakrishna once went to a Fort William, and when they went there, then he realized, oh, we are down by 2 stories, because it was a slopy road. So deterioration happens. When it happens, we never know. That is why one should be very careful about the object that we perceive. What is not helpful, if we keep on doing that, then deterioration will come. Indriyartheshu vairagyam, renunciation of sense objects. Even here, there is a situation when there is a total withdrawal. Yama, niyama, asana, pratyahar. Pratyahar means total withdrawal. That happens when we advance. So that time even not a slightest suggestion or to going out to perceive objects of the world is harmful. But before that happened, whatever is helpful, that we can adopt. Indriyartheshu vairagyam. But here what is he saying? Even total. Renunciation of sense objects. But Sri Ramakrishna says that boat cannot be without water. But only thing, water should not be in the boat. So we cannot jump away from this world. What we have to do, that though we are in this world, worldliness should not come to us. That much we must do. So indriyartheshu vairagyam anahankara evacha. Anahankara, ego, is the cause of all our downfall. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, dosha, anudarshanam. And one should find out, how the birth is taken. Even thinking that is also abhorring. Janma, mrityu, and how one dies in a helpless way, one dies. Jara, vyadhi, how people suffer in old days. And when one is diseased, how they suffer. So Bhagavan Buddha, here it's only 4 kinds. Bhagavan Buddha has said 2 more. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, then viraha. Viraha means separation and divorce. So many people suffer that. And then apriya, sanyoga rupa, shadadukha. That means whatever is not helpful, when that comes, that also gives us suffering. One is janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi. Even how the birth takes place. It is so painful. For 9 months, one has to reside in mother's womb, and then to give mother pain, and then one is born. And after that, even childhood, so all filth and this and everything is together. So it is abhorring. So mrityu and death also similar. Uh, there is no need of explaining that. We all know how difficult and painful our death is, and also our old age and disease, and also when someone who I like who lives, that time also it is painful, and whom I don't like, when they come, then that's also painful. So so all kinds of pain. One should think about it and to be uh, able to renounce those things. Maybe in course of time. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi dukkha doshanudarsana. So we'll stop here. These are, it looks like we know it, but still it is better to know in a greater way, in a better way. So anyway, any question? Okay. We say our prayer. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tassat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.
Excuse me, Maharaj, tomorrow Premananda Maharaj's birthday. Can you tell something about him, please?
Okay. Swami Premananda. Okay, Swami Premananda. Yes, I forgot. Last time I said, but I forgot today. Swami Premananda ji was very pure. As Sri Ramakrishna would say, that his even bone is pure. And Sri Ramakrishna could not touch many people, but Sri Premananda ji Maharaj used to be with him. And when he used to be in Samadhi, he would hold him. Sri Ramakrishna asked Premanandaji's mother, Mother, please give your son. So it is very difficult situation. So mother said, yes, you take. Uh, only thing that let me die first. So, so anyway, now that place where Premananji was born, Artpur, is our center, and it happened that after the passing of Sri Ramakrishna, the mother of Premananji, still she was alive when Premananji joined. So that time Swami Vivekananda and other disciples, about 8, went to Artpur. They meditated there, then they started a dhuni, and one day in that dhuni Swami Vivekananda, that time Narendranath, was inspired and started talking about renunciation and dedication of life for the welfare of the world. And he was so inspiring, everybody got inspired, and then they decided to renounce the world. And later they found that was 24th of December, that means Christmas Eve. That was Swami Vivekananda started talking about Christ and his renunciation. So Premananda ji once went to, people used to come to him and say, please tell about some prema. Then he would say, who has got two heads? Because if you give one head out of your love to God, then you cannot survive. So who has got two heads? Because anybody and everybody cannot have it. So Premananda ji, one of the direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, um, so he many he initiated many disciples in East Bengal, and once it happened that he was to depart at the same time, Holy Mother said, no, you should not go. And later they found that um, that time, some accident happened. So that way he was saved that time. But later he went and initiated many devotees. Anyway, thank you very much. Yeah.
Pranam Maharaj.
Namaskar.
Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me so love. Where there is fury, let me so pardon. Where there is doubt, let me so faith. It is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. It is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Holy God, we praise thy name. Lord in heaven, within adore thee. Infinite thy vast domain, everlasting is thy reign. Everlasting is thy reign. Holy God, we praise thy name. Lord in heaven, within adore thee. Infinite thy vast domain, everlasting is thy reign. Everlasting is thy reign. O Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldst come to me. Only speak a word of comfort. My spirit healed shall be. O Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldst come to me. Only speak the word of comfort. My spirit healed